Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AxesOfTrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. All I ask is take a moment out, support the channel, and hopefully I will continue to help you guys out, right? Help you guys out. And if you are interested in pivots and you've been watching this broadcast or following me for years and years and years, again, guys, all it takes is 30 days to see if it's the right for you. Again, I've been saying this for years. I don't think pivots are right for everybody. It's a very, very specific niche in the way to trade the market. Outside of our wonderful walls, nobody trades it but us. So it's a very, very specific lane. So if you are interested, click the link below and I would love to expose you to the wonderful world. So let's talk about it, right? Yesterday, we knew several things. A lot of traders, especially Jewish traders that were absorbing the Rosh Hashanah holiday were out, right? The market basically went flatline. And the market in the last hour and a half or so got sold very, very aggressively. So the question yesterday was, again, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around, doesn't make a sound. Well, we got that, right? We got the answer to that as well. The second question I had was, well, Tesla. Tesla's been kind of hugging this 5-day moving average for this whole move. Was yesterday's swan dive into the close just an outlier event, or is it going to get below the 5-day moving average and flush as well? And we got our answers to everything. And that's kind of the whole point, guys. I think a lot of new traders, just because of this so much, and here's the pivots from today, just because there's so much noise on social media and the only exposure you guys have to other experienced traders are some avatars, random avatars on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. The problem is, you're looking for answers and the answers are right in front of your face, right? I don't wake up one morning and go, oh, I think the market's long. I think the market's a short. The difference between a professional trader and a trader who's just getting going is the person who is just getting going needs 35,000 opinions. Well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? How about you? Do you like this one? I like this one. Do you like this one? I like this one. A professional trader, all you have to do is look at the chart. Guys, I've been saying this for years. The market is not trying to fool you, right? Yesterday, when we talked about the Qs are on the 5-day support, okay? This is the same information I have, you have, my mother has, my poodle has, and everybody else in between. If you're a professional trader or aspiring professional trader, I promise you, all this data is right in front of your face. We talked about this last night. I even told you the price, $5.97. That's the 5-day support. So the idea that you have to, figure out, 30,000 different ways to kind of skin a cat, guys, it's all in front of us. That's the most level playing field that we have in the trading world, that everybody gets the same amount of data at the same time, the same dissemination. Your job is to either embrace the data or run away from it. And the longer you start trading, again, you don't need to figure everything out now. The longer you start trading and the longer you continue to trade and more screen time, you're not going to care about what anybody else says. That's the whole point. If the market is telling you, if the chart is telling you, if the data is telling you there's might be a shift in a little bit of sentiment, you're going to be 1,000% convinced that you are correct. Again, is every trade going to work? Of course not, right? There's always buyers at the bottom of the range. There's always sellers at the top of the range. And that's the one thing you can never bully around, but your overall approach will never need a second, third, or 25th person to reassure you that your thinking is the right way. So we talked about last night, 597 is the 5 support. Again, all you need to do is go back to last night's video. 597 is the 5-day support. If it loses it, it can flush. Yeah, it flushed. That's the whole point. Here's the Qs, right? Here's the Qs. We talk about the market going from support to support, right? So it lost the 5-day moving average on 597 and traded right to the 10-day that we talked about a potential last night on the video, all the way down to this 593. Congratulations to all you guys who caught the Qs. Beautiful move, right? Beautiful move. So what is next, right? What is next? Again, is this one of those outlier events? Because again, here we saw on September 17th, we traded to the 10-day and bounced. So today we traded to the 10-day and bounce. What you have to be conscious of now, right? Now that we did lose the 5-day, we didn't quite get him back on the close, which is kind of important. Then now the line in the sand is 593. Guys, just write this down. I promise you don't need it to go on Reddit, StockTwits, Pornhub, whatever the hell you guys, use to get your stock advice, right? Some 16-year-old living at home, who knows, right? I don't judge, all right? But the point is, if 593 now becomes the 10-day support. If we lose the 10-day support, we go down to the 20-day support, which is roughly 587. So again, you have to know your levels and your levels of potential danger, especially if you are an investor. If you're a trader, you're using these levels to capitalize on alpha based on somebody else that doesn't understand what's about to happen to them. So beautiful move on the Qs. We had some pretty good solid moves today. Google, we talked about Google last night's video, 250 30s. And once the Qs started losing, you knew everything was going to start to get hit. Well, not everything, but 250 30 short, right? 250 30. Google got hit really aggressively, right? So it took out this whole channel, just like the Qs, lost the 5-day, traded all the way down to 246 and change. And now you got to watch Google, right? Google now is below the 5 and the 10-day moving average, which, and again, if you believe in the theory that stocks trade from supply to supply, well, the demand is next is 237. So if the Qs start losing the 10-day moving average, watch Google. If it starts losing today's channel, there's a lot of room to the downside. But beautiful move. Beautiful, beautiful move on Google. NVIDIA, small move so far. 176.21, only went down about 80 cents or so. I still like it to the downside if the market continues to die. Oracle, right? Had a debt offering today. Again, this whole fiasco with Twitter and not Twitter, I'm sorry, with TikTok. 206, if it builds below the pre-market lows, can flush. And again, it traded right to the next support, right? Here's lost the 5-day, and guess where it stopped? At the 10-day. Support to support, supply to supply. So now, right, lost 306, the 2 days worth of range. It stopped at the 10-day moving average. So folks, this thing loses 300. Just write this down, folks. This thing loses 300, which is the 10-day. And we're going to go right down here to the bottom of the range of roughly 292. Levels matter. Understanding which way the wind blows matters. So be mindful of these things. But beautiful move on Oracle. NBIS went out of its mind today. 110 needs to confirm 3 stars. Here was NBIS. It took out the 110, traded all the way up to 115. Again, runaway train on this name as well. And last but not least is Tesla. So I bounced Tesla a couple of times this morning, which was fine, right? Fine. And then Tesla went Tesla, right? Went Tesla in the afternoon, above 441. The 450s were coming in, the 460s were coming in, the 470s were coming in, the 490s were coming in for the next 2 weeks. There's a lot of call buying, right? A lot of call buying. So what has to happen with Tesla? This is now the highest close, right? Because remember that inverted hammer from 2 days ago? This is now the highest close in this whole entire formation. Guys, I'm even going to give you the price. I got to stop doing this, but I'm going to give you the price. If we can get back above 445 and put a new base above 445, guys, look how much room we have. Again, if you believe in the theory stocks trade from demand to demand, while stocks trade from supply, right, to supply. Look what this supply zone is. So watch Tesla tomorrow. If we can get a new base above last week's highs, I think there's a shot we really start getting aggressive. But at the same time, be mindful, folks. Be mindful what the Qs are doing, because if the Qs do lose the 10-day moving average, I don't care if it's Tesla, I don't care if it's your favorite stock, right? Your favorite stock on the planet. The problem is you're going to have a problem if you are putting on the blinders and the visor and believe that your stock will be okay. Again, stocks go up, stocks go down. If you are a professional trader or want to be a professional trader, you're understanding that both sides are in play are always on the table. Guys, God bless everybody. Hope to see you guys soon. Look forward to meeting the new faces. And again, if you are curious about pivots, guys, click the link below. And I would love to, again, show you the world of the PS60 theory. Guys, have a great night, everybody. God bless. I'll see you all tomorrow.